surprised because I guess he was supposed to visit next week or something like that.
We're talked about. It was a conversation we had on the phone, but we talked about his potential to be here, and the kind of the family agreed to that. This is a great opportunity, and he's pulled the trigger today. Opposed to waiting.
And what do you think of him as a player?
I think he's got a chance to be a special player. He's 6'4", he's 225. He's an athletic guy who can run, change direction. I think he fits into the scheme we're going to do defensively. So it really is a good get for us.
Larry, this actually happened to me. One time I bought a car from a guy, and 4 years later I went to another lot, and this guy was working that lot, and he sold me another car. How tough was it for you to change lots, so to speak, after 18 years selling one product?
Well, I might have changed a lot, but I didn't change cars. You know what I mean? And really, it's just there's no question it's different because it's 18 years at one place. There's no question. And I said earlier, my stand at Penn State was really because it was a decision I made because I'm really loyal to my players. That's why I stayed all those years and had a chance to go.
Yeah.
It was just at this time, this junction, maybe it was time to separate. And separate on a good term. And I felt that this was a great opportunity to do that at this particular time.
But but the point I'm making is like you're selling another product though. You're knocking on a lot of the same doors and stuff. What's the reception been like? When you go back to the same doors and like Darius Slade, for example. I mean, that's a kid who.
I tell you, you'd be amazed. It's been awesome because they're my guys. They know who I am as a person, know him as a recruiter. That doesn't change. I just opened more doors for me. And now instead of going just a little far up the road, another couple hours away, And I think my coaching staff, my coaching relationship with the guys back in Maryland, D.C., Virginia area is built on that. And so, no, they're really excited about the opportunity, another school walking at.
Larry,
and that happens to be Larry Johnson.
Yeah, sorry. Just about every coach I know thinks of themselves as a teacher first, but you have such a strong reputation as a recruiter. Wondering, does that ever bother you? Are you okay with that reputation that some people may know you for that as much as anything else, or is this just the world we live in and it's part of obviously it's part of
Well, I think it's more than recruiting, and obviously it's just my niche, but I think the brand that I have is really I'm a teacher. I'm a fundamental developing kind of guy. I want to develop players into outstanding people, outstanding players, and I think that all goes together because you recruit the right fit. Obviously, they would say that, but I'm recruiting more than just a kid. I'm really recruiting the whole entire family, a good fit. So, no, I'm okay with that.
Talk about that though. When you got this job, did you grab what books did you grab to learn about Ohio State real quick? You understand what I mean? I mean,
there's so much to learn.
Yeah.
I'm really I walked in the first day and someone says, "Hey, coach, no blue pens." And I mean, I didn't know that. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of little things that I've got to learn pretty fast when we talk about the team up north. So those are the things I've got to learn pretty fast. But as far as football and all the things, that's easy. But learning just the ins and out of Ohio State football, I think that's the challenge for me.
But you had a lot of blue stuff. I mean, I would think, right? I mean,
I have a ton of blue stuff.
Yeah. What do you do with it now?
Well, we'll have to figure out something, Salvation Armor, or we'll give it to the armed vets or something. There's some people who love to have that gear, so I will be able to probably get rid of it, if I have to.
Yeah. Larry, when Urban talked about the hiring process, he suggested that the Spence family had played some role in that. Can you speak to that at all? I mean, had you talked to the family at all beforehand to inquire about the job?
I did not talk to him beforehand, but I got a call from his dad, and we talked on the phone. And really, he just called to see how I was doing. I didn't realize the next phone call was coming, but I think that he knows me, and I think that's the neat thing about when you recruit kids. You have a great relationship. We didn't part on bad relationships. I think that's important. When the kids say no, doesn't mean the end of the world. And look where we are today. Had I taken another step with him and gone something different, I probably would be here today. He probably wouldn't want me here today. You know what I mean? And so, sense of how to handle kids and recruiting when they say no, I think that's a bonus for me. And I think in this case, it helped me because now I'm in a guy with a room that knows me.
How common is that for a position coach to keep in touch with a kid?
That's not very common at all. So you better have a pretty good relationship to continue that. And I think we did. We really did. Even if he said no, I understood why. You know what I mean? I think that's a good thing about it. Yep.
With Mike Vrabel leaving, that was a big, loss for them in terms of being able to recruit. Obviously, you said that was one of your niches, and you've done so well for Penn State for so long. How big of a part of that do you think it was fit-wise, especially with how you do it in the Northeast, the relationships you have up there, and how perfect of a fit does it just seem like? I mean, I know it's the right place at the right time, but doesn't it also seem like it was just a perfect fit too?
No question, but I think that's the most important thing. It was a good fit. It is a good fit. And Coach Gray was a great coach. Now he was a great recruiter, and he did different areas, but really a great recruiter. I'm going to a different place. I'm going to a place where I know, so that's going to help me. There's no question about that. And then to go nationally, I mean, I think that's pretty awesome. But I think it helps me.
Do you think you're going to be continuing on in that regard in terms of being in the Northeast? And because I know that you know, James Franklin had some very strong comments about how he plans to dominate the region
Yep.
in recruiting when he got hired. And
Right.
now you're going to, you know, not only having been on that staff before, but now you're
Right.
going to be focusing on those areas still.
I am. Those are my areas right now.
And how exciting is it to still be a part of that? But then also, I mean, you're going to be battling Penn State head to head in those areas.
Well, I'm going to be battling a lot of schools, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
So it's
Coach,
no, I'm just kidding.
welcome, Clay Hall.
Thanks, Tracy.
How strange is it to wear the scarlet and gray?
It's not strange. It's just it's a great color. My wife said I look good in red, so that's a good start. But no, I'm okay. You know, I mean, I understand the process. You know, I've gone through it at one place for a long time, and that's kind of confusing sometimes when you leave a place. But
Yeah.
I'm really in a good peace with myself. I'm really happy where I'm at and making my decision. It's a family decision to be here, and I can't wait to get going. I really can't wait to get on the field now and start coaching my guys because this is a great place.